Episode 4. To her surprise, Byron got out of the car. When Cora caught up with him, she found he was already standing in front of her apartment building. Open the door. Byron's words were concise and carried an irresistible deterrence. Even Cora understood what this meant. Mr. Hansen, Cora wanted to refuse. It was not a good thing to keep sleeping with Eason's uncle. If other people found out about their relationship, she worried that her reputation would be ruined and her job would become a problem. But when Cora thought of how easily she fell asleep after she had slept with Byron last night, she didn't want to refuse him. Ever since her father killed himself and her entire life shattered, she's been having insomnia. She moved to her shitty apartment and would spend hours lying in her bed just looking at the ceiling. But last night was the best sleep she's had in ages. Thinking of this, she suddenly opened the door to her apartment building and let Byron in. Even if this peace of mind was unrealistic, she still wanted to grasp this moment of peace. Byron was emboldened by her sudden behavior. He nearly took her clothes off in the hallway. Cora had to remind him that people could walk out any second. Cora led Byron to her room. He eagerly tossed her onto the bed. His scent filled her nostrils, and somehow it calmed her racing heart. This time when he thrust it inside her, she didn't feel any pain. She was already wet with desire. So eager. He murmured against her ears. His hands reached to her breasts and pinched a nipple. This is the first time Cora ever felt this kind of sensation. She gasped in pleasure. Her moans only encouraged Byron. He thrusted harder, then flipped her over so he could take her from behind. He snaked one hand around so he could gently rub her clt as he kept plummeting her body. Cora's thighs shook badly, and her moans could be heard loud and clear. Please. Please, Byron. She felt a tension building in her core. Hearing his name on her lips, Byron paused for a split second before picking up the pace even more and angling her again to go even deeper. The force of his thrusts rattled her cheap bed so much it was creaking. Finally, Cora let out a muffled cry as she came all over his cock. Her entire body was shaking, so Byron knew she had finished. Byron gave a few final thrusts and released inside of her soon after, and both drifted to sleep in exhaustion. Early the following day, when Cora woke up, Byron was already dressed and standing beside her bed. Cora was in a daze. As soon as she remembered what had happened last night, Byron handed her a business card. In the future, you can find this person to follow up on marketing wine Inspire 73. Cora took the business card and looked at it. There were 2 words on the business card, Carter Pope. Cora remembered that this person was also a member of the Pope family, one of the 4 top families in New York. However, there was no mention of anything related to it on the business card. In addition to the name, there was only a phone number and the moniker, Executive Assistant to Byron Hansen. Thank you, Mr. Hansen. I have a morning meeting. I'll head out now. After Byron left, Cora looked at the business card and smiled bitterly to herself. I just wanted a good night's sleep, but now it seems like Byron thinks it's some sort of business transaction. Cora's heart ached faintly, but it's not like she could explain herself to him. Cora shoved the thought away. She had bigger things to worry about today because it's the last day to pay the bill. It was Monday today. Cora rushed to the first hospital. Cora was a medical student and was currently working as an intern in the emergency room of the first hospital in New York, so her salary was pitifully low. Sally Gray, also the intern this semester and the best friend of Cora, handed her a sandwich in a Ziploc bag. Why are you so late today? I didn't hear my alarm. After putting on her white coat, Cora opened the sandwich bag and took a bite. But after a few bites, Cora saw Sally smiling at her. But you look glowy this morning. Did you and your man finally? Even though Sally didn't finish her sentence, Cora could guess what Sally was talking about. How could I? The image of Byron's final thrusts before release came into her mind. It was so damn sexy that just thinking about it made her blush. Are you lying to me? From your look, I can tell you've slept with a man recently. Look at the kiss marks. Sally was an expert in this field. Cora quickly pulled up the collar of her white coat. Fine, you caught me. Oh my god, you finally lost your V card?
Spill.
How's Eason's sex technique? It should be pretty good, right? Carol's heart felt as if it had been pricked by needles when Sally mentioned the name of Eason. She blurted out, "Sally, it wasn't him last night." Sally looked at her with shock etched on her face. Then Sally looked around to make sure no one was listening. "Girl, I love you to death, but cheating is risky business. If Eason finds you, your engagement is going to be screwed." Sally was analyzing the consequences of this matter with Cora. "Sally, even if I did have sex with him, we can never be together again." "What? Why?" Finally, Cora told Sally everything. After she was done, Sally was beyond furious. "Cora, you dodged a effing bullet. Good thing you didn't marry him. What a prick." "Yup, I am so much better off without him," Cora said, smiling. "Now I just want to have fun and try to live my life the best way I can." Sally nodded in agreement. As for who the man with Cora last night was, Sally didn't care that much, as long as he could make Cora happy. After encouraging Cora, the two returned to their busy work in the emergency room. This kind of busyness continued until noon. Cora took advantage of the lunchtime break to call Carter Pope. From her first phone call till meeting Carter Pope, the entire process only took 30 minutes. Carter showed up at First Hospital and met her at the hospital cafeteria's coffee shop. He wore a black suit and looked like a business elite. He didn't talk much, but he was very efficient. "Just sign right here on the dotted line and write down your bank account number. From now on, you'll get a share in all the alcohol that is sold in Spire 73. Everything happened so fast that Cora was in a daze. It wasn't until Sally popped over and asked her did she realize it really all happened. "Cora, isn't that eldest son of the super-rich Pope family? What were you discussing with him?" "It's a long story," Cora said. "How should I describe my relationship with Carter?" "I'm sleeping with Carter's boss," Cora thought. While Cora was trying to find her words to describe her relationship with Carter, Sally took it the wrong way and immediately said, "Okay, I understand. Just remember, protect yourself, okay?" Cora blinked a few times. "Protect myself from what?" Sally rolled her eyes. "Contraception, duh." Cora covered her aching head and said, No. It's not like that. I just signed a contract with Carter to act as the agent for the alcohol he's selling in Spire 73. Right? And why would he help you for no reason?" Cora stopped talking. After all, Sally was right. It's just that the person in question was not Carter Pope, but Byron Hansen. For some reason, Cora didn't want to tell Sally about Byron. Maybe it's because Byron is Eason's uncle, or maybe it's just because she wants to keep him to herself. What Cora didn't expect was for this misunderstanding to continue. When Sally found out that Cora had just broken up, she was afraid that Cora would be in a bad mood, so she reserved a table for two in Cora's favorite restaurant in advance and took her there after work. "Did you make a reservation?" Before they entered the restaurant, a waiter stopped them. This restaurant was very high-end, and the reservations were pretty hard to get. "Yes, I made a reservation in advance." When Sally finished speaking and the waiter was about to let them in, a female voice rang out. "Why do you allow nobodies like them in? Aren't you afraid they can't pay the bill?" Cora and Sally turned around and saw Mia entering the restaurant with her personal shopper. Miss Donald, the waiter, who had been indifferent just now, immediately put on a warm smile when he saw Mia. "Donald."
Full story is available at novelpalace.com. Click the link in the comment section to get it free.